Hola, my name is Ninful and welcome to a new episode of Let's Build a MKP Park. So here, guys and girls, you can see the reason why I didn't upload any new videos of this series, and it was because I need time to rethink the whole park, and that's what I have done. And in today's episode I'm going to tell you which were the changes, which were the reasons I made the changes, and the future of this episode. So let's start with the reason on why I have changed the whole map. We are right now in the editor, in the scenario editor, not in the normal creation mode, and that's because I need more space for the transitions between each areas. And here you can see, as in the previous version, the moon and sun area were next to the time area, and now I have decided that I am going for something different than my previous park, when you go from one area to the next and you get a shock when you enter in a complete different area. This park is going to be different because I want this park to have a storytelling, and for that I need transitions between all the areas. So that was the first reason I modified. The second reason was that I want to play with terraforming, and the first thing I did was this dike. I don't know which is the proper name for this, but as this area here is going to be the water area, I want to give the guest in the park the sensation that he's in the sea, in a city near to the sea, so in the coast, I mean. So I made this, having this optical illusion, I would say, with this lake in the background. And I think it's a really good overview from the park. You can see that is much more realistic, with the lake in the background taking part of the park. So those reasons were mainly the why I have been missing from this series for 2 weeks, but the point is I keep the theming of the park. The park is going to have the same theme areas, but some of the transition area is going to be big enough to say this is a new theme area. But I will go one by one, and let's start with something that was not yet created. And as everything in my parks, I have to say this is a prototype of the entrance. So here we have this entrance building, which has the typical MKP arc, but this time the arc is going to be bigger, and it's going to be an indoor an indoor entrance. And I took the inspiration from the Efteling. I have never been in Efteling, but I think they have a big building as an entrance, and I think that can fit pretty well. I mean, this is not, as you see here, we made with terraforming. This is if this should be created in real life, this should be a building, but I will use terraforming instead of building pieces, just because it's easier, and also because it will cost much less pieces than if I use in-game pieces. So this is the entrance, and here when you enter the park you get a really nice view of the first area, and you see the big mountain there. And here, right at the entrance, we have the train station and the boat station. So I think that's clever for mobility purpose, because if the people wants to go to the farther area, they can easily go. They don't have to go the whole way. This park is really big. This is going to be as big as MKP Grand Resort, and so you need at least 2 transport, right? But it's going to be 3 of them. So we are in the time area. As you can see, the coaster has changed a little bit. Well, probably you are not seeing it because the part I modified was the first indoor section of the coaster. I delete the whole indoor section. Now we go out of the station and we have a launch here. The rest of the coaster is the same. I have just turned the coaster a little bit, but as you can see, the centerpiece is at the same point than before, and I keep the buildings I have created in the previous episode as well as the coaster station. This is the same. So the time area is similar, but I would say it's a bit smaller than before, and that size were used for the transitions. For example, here we will have a transition. You will see one building from the time area, but you will be able to see also another building from the sun area. So this is going to be a small transition. I will plant tons of trees in all the transitions. And yes, so this is the sun area. I decided to move the water ride away to the coaster. Let's talk first about the water ride. I think that this water ride, it fits pretty well because I know I remember I have to say that I have decided the names of each area. So as I say, these are the gates of time, as I already say, and this sun theme area, it's going to be the Sunwell. I took the name basically from World of Warcraft, but the theming is not going to be Blue Delph, but more trollish. I think I'm going to not use the Tolbeer theming and take the troll with pyramids and so on. I think it will fit better. I will make that a troll culture, which praise the sun. So yeah, and the name is going to be the Sunwell, and we can use that concept for this water ride here. And the coaster, as you can see, has been is now together with the moon coaster, and I got that idea in the first concept of this park. I thought that having a moon and sun area would be a good idea to mix the layouts of the coaster, and you can get eclipses. I mean, when the moon is in the middle of the sun and the earth, and you get a solar eclipse, and so on. I think that you are familiar with that. So the concept for this coaster, for both coasters, is going to change, and both coasters is going to be eclipse, and this one is going to be solar eclipse, and this one is going to be moon eclipse. And that's they will keep the sun coaster keeps the same track layout, and the moon coaster I have changed just a little bit the last section of the coaster to make this area more intricate. And I think it is really nice. And the good point of this is these two coasters are not timed. They are not in a chain. So every ride to the coaster can produce one or so different kinds of eclipse or interaction between the coaster. So that will be the concept for the moon and sun coaster. Sorry, and let's talk a little bit about the moon theme area. It will keep the behavior of a big Blue Delph castle here, with a big Blue Delph city here, and the outskirts of the area is going to be this area. It's going to be a forest. And yep, that was the already designed area, and the rest of the area are not yet full design as this. You will see the design process of the rest of the areas here in this channel, and what is already done is a pre-design of the areas. And so I would like to show you all the areas of the parks, and let's start with the going from the moon theme area. We arrive to the water center area, which is Ocean's Ward, which is the city which it's going to be like Venice, and taking not the Venice style, but another World of Warcraft style, which is the Boralus style, which is the capital city of the Alliance in the Battle for Azeroth expansion. So this is going to be a port city, and here this is going to be a dark ride. It's really big, but it will be something really crazy. So we move to the next transition area, and this area you can see here is the storm area. And why storm area? Because this city here is the wind area, and between wind and water you can find storm. So this storm area is going to have the architectural concept of the war game, so the humans from Gilneas. And this city in the air is going to be have the architectural concept of Dalaran, which is also in the air, and it will, but not center in the magic, but center in the wind and everything related to wind. I will also take inspiration from Folvara, from Silverret, to make something, a big city in the air, which it's going to be a coaster surrounding and so on. But yes, that's gonna be a really nice area, and you can see it's, at the moment it is hidden from the rest of the park. You cannot see it. You will only see here. And the next area is going to be the farmlands. Here I'm going to make something similar to the Lord of the Rings, the place where the hobbits come, the Shire, I think it was named, the Shire. Yes, something similar to that. And so between the wind and the earth area, you can find the farmlands, which is going to be mills and so on. And here we get the earth area, which is going to be called the soul of the earth. And it's going to be something really, really special, because it's going to be mainly with terraforming, and it's going to have a really nice vegetation and so on. I mean, everything fake. If we have to, everything in realistic parameters. I have to remember this. I would like at this point to show you how big is this, because I want to keep this park in the realistic, in the realismus. So yes, I make always this comparison between, to check how big is everything. I put Steel Vengeance in a park to check how big is the park and everything there. So this is Steel Vengeance with the real life measures, and it's I mean the mountain is a little bit higher, so like a 100-meter mountain, which I think it's realistic. And I want to make this kind of terraforming with mountain park since I visit Alton Towers. I don't know if any one of you guys have been there, but it's an amazing theme park in England, and it is in the middle of the forest, and it has different elevations, and it's really nice, and I have taken a lot of inspiration for the design of this park. So this area is going to be something like the I don't know if you know the Grizzly Hills in World of Warcraft, with these big trees, something like that. It's gonna be really nice. And the coaster of this area is going to be, at least, it's not yet designed, but I think it's going to be an RMC. And we move to the next transition area, which as you can see, I will this area and this area, the next two areas are indoor areas, and I will replicate, I will make a complete indoor area, but using the terraforming. I will put walls surrounding all these indoor section to make it more realistic, but at the end I'm going to use the terraforming to use the less pieces as possible, as always. And yes, this is going to be this first part of the indoor section between the earth and the fire area is going to be the caverns, and we will have really nice caves here with really nice illumination, and so on. And it's not yet clear which is going to be the ride of this area, but I think I can find a nice option. Now probably it's going to be a kiddie coaster. Every park needs kiddie coasters and flat rides because, all right, I would like to make another reflection about this. If you visit a park, you don't that it's supposed to be a realistic park. You can't expect that all the coasters are the best coaster in the world. And I got a comment saying, I think this Lunar Coaster is not good enough. And I mean, yes, it's not so thrilled, but it's made for people from children even, and you get a nice. The good point of this coaster is not the thrill, which, by the way, I think it has at least at this section, and the main point is going to be the views you get from all the area. You will get really nice views from this coaster, and you will get really nice views from all the coasters. You will see that in this series. So let's continue. This is going to be the cave area, and this area here is the fire area. And here I found some problems. If I have to make a fire area, I should make it indoor. Otherwise, during the day, it will not be really exciting to visit. So I decided to make it indoor and to call it Magma Forge. It's going to be something similar to Black Rock Mountain in World of Warcraft. And this big thing that you see here is going to be the other dark ride of the park. Which, by the way, I delete the dark ride that I was planning for the moon theme area. I think with 2 dark rides, it's enough for me. Some of my parks does not have any dark rides, and that's the reason is why I am really. It takes a lot of time for me to make a dark ride. So, but you will see that process. You will see that process in this channel, also. I hope. And yes, so this is going to be an indoor section like Iron Forge or Black Rock Mountains, theme in fire in the mountain, and it's going to be a fake volcano here because the section that connects the sun theme area with the fire area is Bull Canyon, which is this section here, which is going to be, which you will see really nice view from the volcano here, and this is going to be everything similar also to the theme of the fire area, but I don't know which is the name of that area near to Black Rock Mountain, which was everything gray and with many missions for dwarves and so on. But this area of Bull Canyon is going to be based on that area. So we complete the whole park, and as you could see, all the areas will have a point for in the architectural concept, something similar or something related to World of Warcraft. And the reason is one of the parks I have tried to make many times and I have always failed on it is the World of Warcraft park. I have many parks that started with the Stormwind, Orgrimmar and so on, but I didn't feel comfortable making replicas of the real buildings in World of Warcraft. I will need a lot of pieces to make realistic replicas, and I don't like to play on that style of the game. So I have decided to take some not so important places in World of Warcraft like Grizzly Hills or the Gilneas and so on, and make my own version, maybe modifying the colors and so on. Like here, I took Ulduar and I replace snow with sand, and here I will make something related to the Trolls culture, as I said, and I will try to give this kind of colors. I really like this color for the coaster. And here I will make something like Silver Moon, but I will give them a different colors. I will put the purple color as predominant here with the gray, because this is related to the moon. So I think that was all for today's episode, guys and girls. In the next episode, I will try to start the design of the sun theme area, and maybe start with the theming of the moon or sun area. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up, and if you like the content I'm creating for this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ninthul, and this was Let's Build a MKP Park. Adiós.